At the breakfast table, you hear crackle, snap, pop. You're not even eating cereal. And there may come a time when you'll wake up and look just like that picture on your driver's license. And another stage is when it takes 2 chances to get up off the couch. And sometimes when your idea of a night out is when you're sitting out on the porch. When all you want for your birthday is not to be reminded of your age is another stage. When you step off a curb and look down one more time to make sure that the street's still there. And there's the stage when you get to having the idea of weightlifting is when you try to stand up. And there's a stage when it takes longer to rest than it did for you to get tired. And there's a stage, and I've been in it, and some of you have and will, that your memory is shorter and your complaining lasts longer. Your address book these days normally have more names that start with DR. You sit in a rocking chair and you can't get the darn thing going. And somewhere along the line, a pharmacist will become your best friend. And you feel sometimes real lucky because you found your car in the parking lot. And the twinkle in your eye has become the sun shining on your bifocals. It takes twice as long to look just half as good. And there comes a time when everything hurts, and what doesn't hurt doesn't work anymore. And I know some of you've already come to the point where you can't find your glasses, and you finally discover you've had them on your head all the time. Sink your teeth into a steak, and by golly, this stay there. And you try to give up all your bad habits, and you still don't feel good. You have more patience, but it is actually that you just don't care anymore. You finally get your head in together and your body starts falling apart. And you wonder how you could be over the hill when you can't even remember being on top of it. And you know, during the years of all these stages that you're in, I found out that a smile, a good big old belly laugh, does you more good than 3 or 4 bottles of pills. So I'm going to give you a few things that maybe will bring a smile to you. I thought this one was pretty good. If my body were a car, this is the time I would be thinking about trading it in for a newer model. I've got bumps and dents and scratches in my finish, and my paint job is getting a little dull, but that's not the worst of it. My headlights are out of focus, and it's exactly hard to see things up real close. My traction is not as graceful as it once was. I slip and slide and skid and bump into things, even in the best of weather, and you have one of these things. My white walls are stained with varicose veins. It takes me hours to reach my maximum speed. My fuel rate burns inefficiently, and almost cough or sputter, either my radiator leaks or my exhaust explodes. Just a line to say that I'm living, that I'm not among the dead, that I'm getting more forgetful and more mixed up in my head. For sometimes I can't remember when I stand at the foot of my stairs, if I'm going up for something or just came down from there. And before the fridge so often my poor mind is filled with doubt. Have I put the food away? Or did I come to take it out? At times when it's dark outside, when my nightcap on my head, I don't know if I'm retiring or just getting out of bed. So it's my turn to write to you. There's no need of getting sore. I don't think that I have written, and I don't want to be a bore. So remember, I do love you, and I wish that you were here. But now it's nearly mail time, so we'll say goodbye, my dear. And there I stand beside the mailbox with my face so very red. Instead of mailing to you, I've opened the letter instead. You know, there was a couple that had been married for 45 years and raised 11 children. They were blessed with 27 grandchildren. And someone asked them their secret for staying together all that time. And the wife replied, "Years ago, we promised each other that the first one to pack up and leave had to take all the children." And here's one for a day, Sunday. One Sunday morning, a mother went in to wake her son and tell him it was time to get ready for church, to which he replied, "I'm not going." "Why not?" she asked. "I'll give you 2 good reasons," he said. "One, they don't like me, and I don't like them." And the mother replied, "Well, I'll give you 2 good reasons why you should go to church. You're 59 years of age, and you're the pastor." If y'all don't want to hear any more, I'll get up. 2 elderly women were out driving in a large car. Both could barely see over the dashboard. As they were cruising along, they came to an intersection. The stop light was red, but they just went on through. The woman in the passenger seat thought to herself, "I must be losing my mind. I could have sworn we just went through a red light." After a few more minutes, they came to another intersection, and the light was red again. Again, they went right through it. The woman in the passenger seat was almost sure that the light had been red, but was really concerned that she was losing it. She was getting nervous. At the next intersection, sure enough, the light was red, and they went on through it.